the same vibe. Now on the shot framing, this third bucket, this is one of the places where she really shines. She takes a ton of shots at different angles. You see the one zoomed in of her hands on the computer. She's got front on. She's got changing angles as she turns. This makes a huge difference in keeping the dynamism of the video high as she's telling the story. And then fourth, on the editing side, what she does is actually pretty minimal. Because she spends so much time on buckets 2 and 3, actually getting the shots in the world at different angles, all she has to do is quick cut between those, and it handles a lot of the motion and visual change that you would want. She does do two things in the edit that I think are really signature to her. One, she uses fonts in a really great way. She spaces them out and lays them out based on the composition of the frame, and then she uses a couple different fonts to kind of like tastefully signal to her brand. So that's one thing. The other thing, occasionally
that is good.
Usually once at the beginning
that's
of the
good
hook,
stuff.
once throughout.
What's up, guys? What's going on? My name is Smooth. So smooth.
That's just like a tiny little signature detail.
Welcome to the live.
She do a couple of them, and it creates this like magical, high-quality feeling for her. So these four aspects, the way she's kind of dressing in costume as a classy professional, the way she's taking in-world shots that are all light and airy and like on brand, the way she's varying the shots, and then her editing, the typography, and those little magic moments, those four things stack together to create what is now kind of considered the Chloe Sha style. And once she had that dialed, it took a while for her to experiment with it, but once she had that dialed, she never had to think about visual strategy again. All right, let's take another example in a completely different niche. This is JB Copeland. You may have seen him on Instagram. This guy's huge, 1.8 million followers. And his visual style is actually way easier to execute than Chloe's. Each of his videos probably only take him like 15, 20 minutes total to make, but it's obviously working, so we should break it down. Now, on the looks front, again, not going to comment on his looks. He's an attractive cat. But on the clothes side, he always dresses in something really cool looking. Like, he's on trend, the colors pop, his outfit is fitted, like it looks good, and he's trying to attract this like both kind of young aspirational male audience that's sensitive and trying to figure them out, but also appeal to women. So he has like a
what's going on, y'all?
The way he looks. Now his set design, bucket number 2, is really where he shines. This is his differentiation. He was kind of the first creator to have this like cinematic look with the gallery wall behind. And because the way he's lighting it with his like warm ambient lighting, it creates this like safe and cozy environment. But that could just be a room in his house, or maybe it's a set studio, but he built it one time. Every incremental video, he doesn't have to touch it. He can be in the same set. Because it transfers like the emotion and the safety of his niche, it works super, super well. So that's really where he shines, is bucket number 2 with the set. Now, bucket number 3 on the shot framing, he doesn't really do anything. He has one shot, it's locked off at the eye level. You know, he's editing, this is more the editing bucket, but like jump cutting in and out, but he's not changing the shot at all. Super simple, no work there. And then on the editing front, he really does almost nothing, but there's 2 things I want to comment on. They're not really visual, but they kind of fall into the editing bucket. For one, he edits super slow pace-wise. So his music, which is the second piece, is mood matching his tenor in his voice. He's trying to be very calm and very like therapeutic and say, listen, it's not a problem.
You gotta be kidding me.
Things, right? He's at a very slow cadence. The music matches that cadence, but also he's editing with space to create that flow so it feels comfortable. This inherently is a difference compared to
I think I lost my earring again.
Editing on the feet.
This
so
is
visual, but like he is doing those 2 things in the edit. The typography is pretty standard. He's not doing any flashbangs or anything else.
This is why I don't wear earrings.
Really
this is exactly why I don't wear freaking earrings.
But the big thing is his set design is so dialed that it just pops right off the feet. The point is, these are 2 very different approaches at building your signature visual style. But both when Chloe and JB figured them out and it worked, they knew they didn't have to spend a ton of time reinventing the visual strategy every single time. That's why
I found it. There it is.
Those separated them from the niche immediately, and you could tell based on the traction. Now, I have a lot more examples of signature visual styles across a bunch of different categories. Adrian Purr, if you've ever seen him,
I think I want to keep the earrings in and leave the mask off.
One of the sickest, like, cinematic, traveling creator styles. Roberto, my homie, RPN, the best in tech. He's got the best cinematic style in tech. Gakuyen, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, or Gakuyen in the filmmaking space, he's amazing. Ava in the personal brand, social media growth space, amazing. And my friends Alex Garcia and Oren, also really great marketing and branding. All of them have different, unique ways they stack those 4 pieces, and it doesn't just have to be cinematic, right? Ava's style is not really cinematic, but it's very signature. Immediately you know it's her, and that sticks out.
Oh, guys, look, Spider-Man's here.
So
he's waiting to see you guys. Can you see him?
But typically, any creator you remember, they're going to have the signature visual format.
Spider-Man.
Right, just to recap where we're at before we move on. I'm walking through the 6 core things you must-do in your content positioning and strategy if you're trying to grow faster, in this case from 0 to 1 million followers. So far, we've covered 2 huge ones. The first one was building that connective tissue, that bingeability with a core series. And then number 2, what we just went through, was building your signature visual style. Both of these will help you cut through and stand out on the feed much quicker, which will make people want to binge.
Is it lagging?
Follow faster. Now, before we keep going,
my bad, y'all, if it's lagging.
Breaking this down, this is kind of just like
Good to see you guys. What's going on? What's
What's
going on? High five, high five, high five.
We have 65 free
Right now we're
trainings just
learning.
like this,
We're learning about
38,000
content.
entrepreneurs that are all in there working together in small groups trying to help each other. So if you want a peer group and you also want to just elevate on either social media or YouTube, you should definitely join. It's completely free. Got a link in the description if you want to join. All right, step 3 in the 6-step playbook is called building your unique edge. We talked about the visual piece, which is very important, but perhaps even more important is the actual substance that you say in the video. If you want to grow super fast, you have to figure out how to carve your own lane in the niche. And the best way to do that is by actually having interesting things to say or by saying them in an interesting new way. Okay, so what does all that actually mean? If you want to be interesting or valuable, you really have 2 options. You either say something people haven't heard before, that's new information, or you say something they have heard before, but you say it in a new way, that's new delivery. You have to have at least one of the 2, new information or new delivery, or you just will never cut through. For example, that guy JB Copeland, he grew super fast, but he was pretty much sharing basic mindset therapy style tips. Anyone could have looked that up. Those could have been one-liners off poems or fortune cookies or whatever. Anyone could have found them. But his difference was his delivery style and his vibe. He slowed everything way down, almost uncomfortably so for someone on the feed that's used to all the retention editing. And that is what signaled some difference to people who are interested in that category. That is how he cut through. Same messages, broadly, different delivery. Now, these 6 pieces that I'm talking about in this video, they all stack on each other. So if all he did was like therapy one-liners slowly, that's not enough. But when you combine that with his unique signature visual format and the way that he kind of like bucketed that as a series, all of a sudden those things start stacking together to create this unique cult-like personal brand. So the reality for this third part, building a unique edge, is this. If you don't actually have something unique to say, or you can't come up with a unique way to say it, you're not going to cut through. And this really is the main reason why people don't grow. Now, I've got 2 separate personal brands that I'm one of the top in the categories for, tech and AI and content marketing. Both times I shared new stuff and I found a way to share it in a new way. This is how I was able to grow faster than almost everyone else. So tactically, when you're making each video, you need to ask yourself, am I saying something unique? Or if I'm not saying something unique, am I at least saying it in a unique way or not? And the unique way you do it on the delivery could be the way you cut the B-roll, the examples you use, the metaphors you say, the way you pair the visuals with the words, the delivery speed. There's lots of new ways to do it, but you have to have a perspective on how you're going to deliver differently that's cutting through in the niche you're in. Essentially, you have to have an X factor, and if you don't have that, you'll never have the unique edge. All right, so far we've covered building a series, signature visual format, and developing your unique edge. Now step 4 is going to get a lot more tactical, and this is all about the hook. The people that grow the fastest have their hooks dialed to level 12. There's just no way around it. Now, I've made
level
12 hooks in the past. If you want to go
level
as deep as possible,
12.
I've got a full 2-hour
Level
course,
12, level
linked
12,
below
level
if you want.
12.
I've got a ton of other videos for free on YouTube. You can go down the rabbit hole if you
Are you a boxer?
things.
I don't know, am I?
In the hooks, you have to have this if you want to go from 0 to 1 million. The first is the visual hook. And this kind of extends into the signature visual format. If you have that solved, like JB Copeland, that acts as your visual hook. But if you don't have that solved, you have to have the visual hook solved. It has to act like a stun gun that stops the scroll visually. There's no way around it. You have to have it. The second and third points are speed to value and speed to relatability. Speed to value just means that the point at which the value is mentioned is before the average person scrolls. In short form land, you've got about 2.5 seconds to signal value. That doesn't mean all the value has to be transferred in 2.5 seconds, but you've got to insinuate or create curiosity that something interesting is coming in the first 2 seconds, or you've lost them. And this basically means you need to be hitting your first value signal by the second sentence, or the viewer's going to churn. Now this matters because if a viewer doesn't stick on the first video, they're not going to finish it. If they don't finish it, they're not going to binge. If they don't binge, they're not going to follow. So that first video and the first hook of the first video is actually very critical at kickstarting this whole flywheel. Now your goal in
it's the first video.
So if you hear this again,
it's the first.
The goal in the hook is to get 2 hits of dopamine before they bounce. The first hit is going to come from the visual hook. When you first see the visual, you're getting a hit of dopamine if it's compelling. The second hit of dopamine is going to come from your teasing of the value. If you can get 2 hits of dopamine to fire in someone's brain before they churn, they'll stick. Now the other point about speed is speed to relatability. One of the easiest hacks to get someone to stick on a video is to build common ground by showing them something they already recognize by default. And this could be a celebrity, it could be a logo, it could be a brand, it could be mentioning a name that they recognize. Something to build common ground immediately. Because when the brain notices something it's seen before, it feels safe and comfortable. It's less confused and therefore
You guys
anxious.
good?
It almost like drops the guard of the brain and lets the person
Don't
watch
hurt
for
yourself,
longer.
it's crazy.
And the easiest way to do this, speed and relatability, is called
Thanks for
cold hopping.
caring,
I've
though.
talked about this before in a couple other videos. Cold hopping is intentionally using a celebrity or brand, like I mentioned. Not forcing it in where the script becomes more confusing, but if you have a visual describing the thing you're talking about, use the celebrity's face instead of a rando's face, and it will add that relatability. A lot of Maxim's early videos, the reason they crush, other than the great editing and storytelling, was that he did interviews with famous people. He was using those interviews, and so when you saw the famous person's face, A$AP Rocky, David Goggins, Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos,
that's a good idea, bro.
These famous interviews,
thanks for that.
the face, and immediately you're like, I know who that is, and that second stun held you long enough to start watching. The overall point of the hook section is this. The people that really grow the fastest, they have compressed all the fluff and all the waste out of the hook. They've visually popped and stunned the viewer, and then they've given 2 hits of dopamine, ideally with some relatability, in the first 3 seconds. That helps get somebody to watch the first video, which kickstarts the binge flywheel. All right, let's move to step 5. So far, we've covered series, signature visual format, unique edge, and hooks. Now we're talking about storytelling. When I say storytelling, I mean the way that you sequence the points of your story in the flow of the script or in the flow of the video so the viewer can maximally understand. There's a lot of nuance here. What I like to do is try to come up with different types or buckets that things fall into. So I've identified that there's 12 or 13 core storytelling types that you see for short form video. And those types are breakdown, case study, problem solution, simple tip, quick tutorial, full tutorial, listicle, ranking or rating,
going on, y'all?
scenario, personal update storytelling, day in the life storytelling, or just general
podcast.
storytelling.
A podcast would be nice.
12 buckets or
yeah, I can hear myself doing a podcast. I don't particularly love just like hearing myself talk like that. But I could do so.
But the key thing here is not
I'm a bit of a quiet guy, so I don't be talking
That's
too
not
much.
the answer. The key thing here is to make sure you pick a storytelling structure that best accentuates.
But I can do a podcast. I can talk.
So if you're great at coming
I can
up with
talk.
really creative, like
keep
outside the box takes, then you want to pick
it sounds kind of draining,
that
to be
gives you
honest.
room to do that.
Just like you
Maybe
gotta
that's
keep
a
talking,
scenario
and that's
where
not
you're
me. That's
pontificating
not
on
me.
what you would do
But
if you were X. Or it's a
like
breakdown
if I have a
where you
script,
expand
then
on your take
yeah.
at the end. If you're super
that's more me.
charismatic, but you're not maybe great with visuals, then you want to use something that's a lot more lo-fi that requires less visuals. And that might be something like a personal update or day in the life, like lo-fi delivery. If your information is more common, but you're really, really sick with editing and visuals, then you want to pick a storytelling style that can accentuate the visuals. So something like this narrative-driven visual storytelling might be the best arc. So the thing is, I've harped on in the past that you want to make sure you pick the right storytelling format that sequences your points for maximum clarity. And that is true. But also, the best people that grow 0 to 1 million followers, they accentuate their strengths and they hide their weaknesses. And I will say, in this current era, end of 25, early 26, the one storytelling framework that seems to be working the best, that it's the most popular for right now, is this narrative-driven, visual, personal storytelling archetype. And you can see some of these examples here. Chloe Xue does it. Carl Shakur has done it in the past. This guy Kent went super viral for doing it. It's not breakdowns, it's not tutorials, it's this narrative style where people are telling personal stories but then visualizing them cinematically. If you want to grow as fast as possible right now, and you had to pick one and you had like completely even ability and even gifts across all the buckets, this is the style that I would try to hop on and ride. However, it's very important to note, you should only
I'm back. What's up, Spider-Man? Bro got a 5 head. You handsome. Can you be in my dreams? What is this about dreams? Guys, I have an idea. Can't you see the light bulb over my head?
Don't try to make formats that require amazing visuals. That's just a losing proposition. Also, the meta for what works best changes all the time, every 3 to 6 months. So it was case studies before, and before that it was tips, and before that it was listicle. Personal storytelling.
Guys, that was funny. That was
trend,
funny.
This might not even be the key meta in 6 months. So really you want to pick the storytelling structure
that was funny.
format that best accentuates
that
your
was funny.
ability that you actually like making. That's the key. And again, an easy way to take the storytelling formats that your favorite creators are doing and use them as templates is in Sandcastles.
What you mean,
we have a
babe?
feature called the Vault. Anytime you scroll through a video, you can click and save the
style
to
You
the
good,
vault.
Mud?
The style will extract the full transcript and basically create a preset template of that story, both the writing style and
I'm
the
an
way
extra.
the story is structured all into one. That lives in your vault, so that when you write scripts using Sandcastles, you can one-click apply
It's okay,
that as
calm
a layer
down.
on your scripts. Super helpful. Obviously, you have to
Con
do the work to go
calma.
through and find the best examples that work for you and your niche, but once you find them, you have a one-click style preset. All right, we've arrived at step 6, and this is posting frequency, timing, and mindset. So I'll be super direct here. If you're trying to go from 0 to 1 million followers in 6 months, that is 180 days. You're gonna want as many of those days to be videos that you posted as
a
possible.
fake death.
So I would post at
I
least one
can't
video a
even do
day
that.
every single day at the
I
exact
don't
same
wanna
time for 7 days a week
worry
to
you
give yourself the
guys.
best chance. Posting at the same time has nothing to do with the algorithm. It's more just to help keep you
What's in your
accountable
cup?
so you have a schedule that you don't miss.
Acting.
Now here's how I would structure it. The first 4 to 5
Acting
videos
is in
I would
this
post
cup.
would be
It's a lot
great
of-
attempts, but
It's a
really
lot
just
of
designed to warm up
stories
the algorithm.
that can
Make
be
sure
told
it's
with this
on
cup.
target with my niche.
There's
So
a
the
lot
algorithm
of
starts to
stories that can
understand
be
what
told with
types
this
of
cup.
videos my channel posts.
You can tell
Then
any
after those
story
first
to
4 to
anyone.
5 warm-ups, I would
And they'll
start with a
believe it.
batch of 10
If you believe
on my
it.
hero series. Whatever my best series was, I would do 10 videos, 1 per day, so you could iterate.
Oh,
Make
that
a
tea
batch
was
before you
awful.
look and
Just
see
awful. I'm out of here. Oh. Oh, no. Hello, young lady. Why are you calling me young lady? What's going on? What's popping? What is popping, you guys? Let me see. If I sit it like this, yeah, that should be good. Hello, young lady. That's crazy. That is just crazy. My future boyfriend? I don't know. I have a girlfriend. I don't know how she would feel about that. She would probably, nah, she's not letting none of that happen. What's popping is me making a pop load. Hello, do you drink my family and friends? Mountain Dew? No, I do not drink Mountain Dew at all. I stay away from it. I've never had Mountain Dew in my entire life. I've never had Mountain Dew. I've never had Mountain Dew because my parents told me that it creates heart problems or something like that. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to drink that. It makes your heart speed up because, I don't know, whatever they said. They're probably just trying to make me not drink it. They're probably just trying to scare me, but whatever now. I don't drink Mountain Dew. I never drink it. I'm not messing with it. They made it sound bad. So instead, I drink this. I drink nothing but gold. Gold's a bit chewy. All right. Let's see. Okay then, shorty. Okay. All right now, people. Tonight is the show. Where am I? Oh. All right, guys. My spider senses are tingling. It's time to go save the city. Where the Spider-Man costume love. Bro, look, bro. That's all you had to say. But my spider senses are tingling right now. I gotta get out there. The city needs me. All right, you guys. Stay smooth. All right. Let's cut this thing off. Bye, guys. Stay smooth. So smooth. One.